This week at the House of Mario, Josh and I are going to talk about the Game Awards and try and guess what our favourite games are on every Nintendo handheld. And it might lean to a certain franchise, but we might surprise you. Maybe not. All that. Pokemon. All that and much more at the House of Mario. Come on in. The beer's cold. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 342 are open. Very excited today as I get an opportunity to sit down with my good mate Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, how you going, dude?
Hello, I'm very, very well. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone listening and watching as well. Nearly end of the year. I'm pretty much finished Metroid Prime. Things are very good, man. Things are very, very good.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. Just we're almost at Christmas. The countdown is getting there. I'm looking forward to Christmas very much.
Oh, I need a break. I want a break. I want to get away from work for a bit, have a few weeks off. I've got plenty of things to do on my to-do list. But there's some gaming things to do as well on there as well.
Oh, some gaming to-dos. What's on the gaming to-do?
Well, we talked about open world games that, like, I think we wanted to play one during our break. So I think Star Wars Outlaws on Switch 2. I started it and I just sort of stopped because there were so many games out at the time. So I want to get back onto that and play it a decent chunk. So that's going to be one of my games.
Nice. Just explore the world of Star Wars, get immersed. Don't have to worry about work and all of that. You can just say to your friends, family, all of that, just leave me alone. You can go and sit in a dark room, just explore. Yeah, that sounds good.
And then I want one Nintendo game as well. So I would have finished Prime by then, and so it's like Wario World came out to NSO Classics. I haven't played that before. I own it and haven't played it though, so I would like to play that. The other one was Skyward Sword. Do I play a Zelda game that I haven't played before? So they're like the two ones I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I'm really sort of itching to play a Zelda game. I don't know whether it will be over the break or not, but I've just been really sort of aching to play some pixel art game. So whether that's something modern, like I've been looking at Octopath Traveler 0. Sort of, I downloaded the demo. I'm like, that's kind of exactly what I feel like. So I might give the demo a go. And I didn't realize this, but Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the beat 'em up, that's on Game Pass. So I was like, oh. So I downloaded that the other day and I played a couple of levels of that. I had no idea because it's been on my Steam wish list and I sort of looked at it and went, I don't have time at the moment, so I don't really want to just throw $40 at it. But so that was an easy download and I played that a little bit. And that's kind of exactly what I want as well. Just like beautiful sprite work, just hitting the X and the Y button.
Yeah.
It's just kind of exactly what I want. So yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
I've been
they're super fun, those types of games.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. So yeah, like Zelda wise, I'm sort of thinking, do I do like Link to the Past or something? That'd be good. Go back to my save file from when we did it as part of the the House of Mario a few months ago. Go back to that save and try and beat that. Don't know. Got lots of intentions. I'm a man of intentions, so we won't go too far. I've got a lot of modern games to catch up on too.
Well, so, I don't know, if you want to be held accountable, same on the show here. We'll write it down and then we can mark ourselves when we get back to it in the new year. You know, if you want that.
Yeah, we can.
It's like Splatoon side order all over again, Drew. We're gonna be playing the DLC.
That's right. I just sign up for months and months of just abuse. So Drew, have you played it? I'm like, no, I haven't. No.
That lasted a whole month plus some, I reckon.
Yeah, I did it in the end.
You just didn't play it.
No, I played it.
Eventually,
yeah.
Not at first.
No. Yeah, I've been thinking about like I really do love New Year's resolutions. So usually I try and set myself some gaming ones. So I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do trying to accomplish next year. Whether I do like a year long one or just like a more short term one. Um, what I've been thinking is like maybe one that like restricts the amount of games I can purchase. A couple of years ago,
Yep.
Sean Capri over at Carpool Gaming, he did a whole year of not buying any games,
Oh,
apart from review codes or like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
gifts and things like that. I'm like, that's kind of I kind of like the idea of being restricted in that way. You know, catch up on stuff that you've played before because I've obviously got plenty of games like a lot of us do. It makes
Yes.
it tough though when it's like, you know, whether it's you want to cover something on the show or you just want the latest game because there's a lot of great games coming out. So it'll be an interesting test of willpower. We'll see. Maybe it could be even just like you get to choose one game per month, and that really makes you like respect the choice that you make. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
right.
probably a more
You got to make
realistic
it
choice.
work, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think you know, and then I imagine NSO subscriptions count, so you just pay for that. But play that all year because that would help you. I feel like that would really tie you over for the whole year. You'd find enough through that
Oh yeah, for sure.
and other stuff, obviously, but enough to keep you going.
Yeah, because there is the like we are lucky enough to sometimes get review codes from Nintendo. So don't know. That could even be cheating in some some ways, I guess. Depends what the depends what I'm trying to get out of the challenge. Whether it's just not accumulate games or save money. Then they're two different things, I guess. And I guess they're
Yep.
both good good outcomes at the end. But yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
still sort of thinking about what I want the New Year's resolution to be. But do you have any like? How do you feel about New Year's resolutions? You're like, oh look, this year I want to accomplish this running. I want to do this and that. Or are you someone who is quite happy setting month to month goals? Or how do you sort of handle that?
Um, yeah, I like a good New Year's resolution. But in saying that, like I'm not afraid to do a challenge partway through any time of year. We
Hmm.
did that. Michaela and I with the 75 hard. We did that mid July and did that for about 75 days or 75 days exactly. So, um, yeah, anything to sort of measure what you do and hold yourself accountable is really going to work. So I'm all for them.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh look, if you're going to make a challenge, just make it any time of the year. And like certainly if you're in June and like you want to lose weight or something, you're like, oh look, I'll wait to February to set my New Year's resolution and then I'll do it then. So obviously
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
not a good idea. But I am somebody who is like the fresh start, means a lot. So it's like a new year. And that seems to work for me for the most part. But yeah, definitely if it's just an excuse to put it off all the time, yeah, that's when it can, not be so useful.
yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's I really do appreciate sitting here with you, Josh. It's it's I guess times like these in Australia at the moment, very very dark time. So
Yes,
um,
yes.
like I just want to say, anybody out there, fellow Australians, just really you know really appreciate you, love you all. Yeah, it's just what happened in Bondi was absolutely horrific, obviously. Um, and I spent like when I got home, I've been offline all day, and I got home and just caught up on everything that's going on. So my headspace is in a very different place at the moment. Just to
Mm.
be transparent with everybody, and I'm sure yours is too, Josh, and other people listening. But I feel like this is video games get poo pooed for not being important, but I feel like in times like these where um, there are other aspects going on. This is where it's video games are important. For us who enjoy them, call them a hobby, and all of that. So yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd put that out there, just to be honest, where my headspace is, and just to you, Josh, really do appreciate this hangout because I'll probably be just sitting here, Chantel's in the bath at the moment. Probably just be sitting here twiddling away at something. So,
Yeah, yeah. I'm the same. I'm the same, Drew. It's yeah, moments like this, you want to hug the people you love and hit people you're friends with a bit closer. So, um, yeah, just crazy that sort of stuff happens in Australia now, and we kind of see it elsewhere, and we feel pretty lucky where we are that it doesn't happen. But obviously, things aren't quite the way they should be, and you know, um, well, hopefully, the people who need to do the things they need to do in authority can do those things and make it all better again because yeah, it's horrific what happened.
absolutely. And it's just a reminder just to make that small difference in your own community. Be aware of what's going on and everything, and do your best to be friendly and kind to all types of people. But yes, no, it's just a absolute awful thing. But yeah, I don't really know how to even transition on from it to God knows what else we're going to talk about. So I guess I'll just do the housekeeping. I'll use that as a bit of a buffer between things. So you can check us out live on youtube.com/iDruby. We live stream each week, Australian Central Standard Time at 8:30. And Dolphin Pants is in the chat at the moment. And Dolphin Pants, he says that his New Year's resolution is to play more classic games. And that's a great resolution because
nice.
That'll help you. That'll help you cut down on brand new game purchases and all of that too. So that's probably not a bad one. Who knows? I might even steal it from you.
Let us know which ones. Interested to know.
Yeah, let us know what classic games are at the top of that list. And if you want to check it out on podcast services, like you are at the moment, most likely, it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a review. It definitely helps us out. And join the Discord. There's an invite in the show notes, but it's to the iDruby Homestead. You can have a chat with us. You can leave a letter in the letterbox. We'll read it out on the show. And be a part of it. Really love everyone in there. And it's great to pop in there.
Do it.
Josh, Nintendo Maniacs, you posted a new episode only a couple of hours ago. So what did you talk about this week over there?
Yeah, so I've been waiting for this episode for ever since I've created my show. So this is Metroid Prime 4, and I had Joey Ferris, which you might know from Game Explain. He a former Game Explain employee, big fan of Metroid, so it's an absolute pleasure having him on. We talked about our thoughts on the game. We did a deep dive into not just beyond the Prime 4, but also the series as a whole. Talked about our favorite moments, blind rankings of the music, some phenomenal music in these games, and it was an absolute. I had a really great time. So check it out if you're somewhat interested or really love Metroid, Nintendo Maniacs on wherever you listen to your podcasts, and also I was a guest on the Pure Nintendo podcast just last week, talk about Metroid, and then blowing cartridges whenever they have a new episode soon. I was on that talking about directs. So check out all the other Nintendo small time creators doing their really cool things. There's some really good stuff out there.
Awesome. Well, you've been doing the circuit. Metroid comes out and everybody wants a piece of Josh.
Piece of Josh. When Josh does not mind when it comes to Metroid. It's definitely that season for me. I've enjoyed it. It's been great to sort of hear everyone's thoughts, and those who've played it have been really, really mostly loving it.
Yeah. Like when you've been talking to other people about it, have they been loving it as much as you or more than you? How have you sort of been feeling people out as far as that?
Yeah, I think pretty similar. I think the gripes that most people have, like the desert, maybe a little bit with the story, a little bit to do with maybe the linearity of it at times. I think there's definitely fair critiques. But yeah, I think the common thing for me is I still really enjoy it, and those things that people deem to be bad, I don't deem them to be bad. It's more so like, it's not my favorite bit, but I don't hate it. I still don't mind going through Soul Valley, so to speak, and that kind of thing. So I think that's the difference. And then, I think that stuff sort of makes it, not as much of a masterpiece that it could be. And I think back to Metroid Prime, and I appreciate that game even more now because of Prime 4 here, because that first game just it's an absolute labyrinth of a map, and like a 23-year-old game at this stage, and it is absolutely phenomenal. It still holds up. The remastered version is great, and Beyond's amazing, but it just shows that that you just hard to capture lightning in a bottle twice like that. So um, yeah, I will hopefully finish it in the next few days. It should be not too far away.
Mm. Yeah, you'll be able to carve out some time and sit in the couch, and Michaela will go, "Hey, can you do a job around the house?" And you just bark back at her, and she retreats back.
Well, you do the jobs first, Drew. You do the jobs first, and then you guilt free get to enjoy your Metroid. That's the way to do it. Hot
Yeah,
tip.
yeah, that is a hot tip. Yeah, that's my problem. I've got all the jobs just lined up, and I sit down. I'm like, all right, time
Oh
to
no,
relax.
don't sit. Yeah, once you sit, you're stuck. That's the issue. It's hard to get up.
Yeah.
Especially for you, I can imagine. I kind of itch to get off my butt because I sit down for my day job, whereas you're standing all day. The moment you sit down, you're done.
Yeah.
Or Drew's not getting up.
Yeah,
Drew's not getting up anymore.
I'm just all seized up, just like, oh, no, Daddy's not getting up. Sorry, kids.
That's right. Yeah, it's time for my hands to do the talking now. Give me a controller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I wish. Um, yeah.
Lucas, get your dad a beer.
Yeah, haven't trained him to do that yet. I've got all the beer at the top of the fridge, so I really need to work that out. I
Oh,
need to put it at the bottom of the fridge
yeah.
so the kids can get it.
Yeah, I would have thought make it a bit lower.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'll think about that. I'll move it after the podcast. Move the beer to the bottom of the fridge. Oh yeah. Well, I tell you what. You was talking about almost finishing up Metroid. May as well just jump into that before we get into the Game Awards and some other topics we got going on. But yeah. So have your thoughts changed playing that little bit more, or still pretty similar to your in-depth sort of discussion last week?
Um, not too dissimilar to last week. I think I've done a lot more green energy crystal hunting. So I think I've done it in a smart way. So my tip for those playing is to regularly, collect them and deposit them at the Fury Green base. You get certain upgrades, and then one towards the end helps you find the rest of the green energy crystals. So, yeah, so I'm kind of doing that at the moment. It's a bit of like, okay, I'm kind of doing fetch stuff, and you just drive around the desert, so to speak, and hit those crystals. Hit one of the 6 Zelda-like shrines. There's only 6 of them, and then some other cool little things you can do. There's not a lot, but yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm keen to like. I kind of been itching to get a bit more about Silux, and it hasn't happened so far. So like, there's bits, but not too much. So some great lore though, and so I think having played all through Ice Belt now, that was really great. You know, explanation of the lore that happens with Metroid Prime 4 here, and what the Luminoth, sorry, not the what the Lemorn are doing. Luminoth are from Echoes, and then yeah, that kind of stuff. So I'm near the end though, and yeah, I met all the Galactic Federation characters now. They've all had their cool moments, and it's getting a bit movie at the end, final phase stuff going on right now.
Cool. So yeah, is that is it
Yeah.
getting you hyped towards the end? How it's wrapping itself up?
I'm being cautiously optimistic because I've heard mixed things. So I need to just keen to experience it for myself without getting spoilt any more beyond that, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Don't want to shoot your shot just yet. Just fingers crossed you enjoy it.
No. Yeah, correct. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely by next episode it'll be all done.
No, cool. Yeah. Have you been playing much else, or was that all over the weekend?
No. I literally couldn't, like, all of during the week couldn't get to play, and then Saturday was out, so it was just Sunday yesterday. I want to play Wario World. I want to play that and experience that for the first time, because that's never happened. So, yeah, that and then Outlaws might be my next go-tos.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been playing
Yeah.
too
How about
much.
yourself?
Yeah, I haven't been playing too much apart from just like picking up. I was talking to you before we started recording, but been playing some more Pokemon Pinball. That's just my pick up and play game. Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire.
Yep.
I was doing some setting up, some of my Legion Go 2. So in between, like copying things and all of that, I just picked it up and played some of that. Going towards that 100% achievement on retro achievements. I'm slowly getting there. Just got to fill in the Pokedex. So I'm at the point now where I've got over 100 Pokemon registered in the Pokedex. So that means that Latios or Latias can appear at a 1% rate on the Ruby or the Sapphire board.
Yes.
So
Yep.
I'm on the bit of a lookout now, see if I can find that very rare Pokemon. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I've got like a lot of evolutions and things to do, so I don't. It's not like I'm just doing that. But yeah, it's having the achievements for a game like that is just it's making me play it so much more than I've ever played Pokemon Pinball, because usually just pick it up and play a game of pinball and put it down. But now I'm like, I'm going to do the Pokedex. Like, it's really making me dig into the game and get better at
You're
it.
probably
And
discovering things as well because of those. You're trying to get certain achievements. So you're
mm,
probably discovering new secrets of the game that you probably wouldn't have otherwise have done.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've
Yeah.
been quite enjoying that. But I spent most of my, I guess, free time on Saturday night setting up the Legion Go 2. So I ordered
Yeah.
it 3 weeks ago. Came in during the week sometime. It sat on my desk, untouched, unopened, because I had no time, no energy after a day of sharing. So it stayed there until Saturday night, and we're doing up our kitchen at the moment. So once I took some things to the dump and did just housework and stuff outside and all that. Pretty boring, boring stuff. But got to sit down in my free time and set this thing up. So what I wanted to do with it is I wanted to put a 4 terabyte SSD hard drive in it. So I opened it up, and I got to say, Josh, that is the hardest part about it was getting the back panel off, because it's
Okay.
a brand new,
Why's that?
very expensive, like handheld or tablet or computer, whatever you want to call it. And I don't want to like put scuffs in it or break a clip or
No.
do anything like that. So that took a little while, just trying to get my little pick. I got like a little iFixit kit pick, just trying to get in there and get the back panel off. So it took me maybe half an hour of just like trying to be careful, but trying to be firm at the same time, trying to get it. And eventually I got it opening and got it up. But to swap out the SSD, what I had to do was you have to like take out the battery and take out the fan, and then the SSD's behind that. So it's like it's a bit of surgery. I'm not super confident in on like a expensive piece of hardware, but I did it. I put it in. I partitioned the drive, so I split it in half. One half is Windows, the other half is Bazite, so Steam OS. So I can run Steam on 2 terabytes, and I can run other Windows things like Game Pass, GOG, Epic Game Store, other Windows things I want to do on the other 2 terabytes. So yeah, now it's all set up. I can swap between both. It's really cool. Like the amount of games I have
that's awesome.
access to this, I have access to on this thing. It's just kind of nuts. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more. I played a little bit. And I think one of the more interesting sort of things to talk about is just how big this thing is. Obviously, like the Switch 2, it's got an 8-inch screen. It's a big handheld. It's not going in your pocket. It's not really the type of thing you just like slip in if you go into the park and you want to you want to play on the bench or something like that. Like handhelds now are getting big, and the PC
They are.
the
Yes.
PC handhelds are no stranger to this. And I would say that this one's the biggest mainstream handheld out there with an 8.8 inch screen. But I got to say, just like it's OLED, it's got VRR. It's a really beautiful screen, and that's one of the things I really wanted it for. So the trade-off for it being big it's actually kind of a good thing, because I've been looking at my handheld collection, and I want like a collection of handhelds that have like a purpose. So I've got the Thor that has a 6-inch screen, got the Odin 2 Portal has a 7-inch screen. The Switch 2 has an 8-inch screen, and now this one has an 8.8-inch screen. So I've got literally like, um, it's like a little upwards trajectory of like handhelds that have bigger and bigger screens. And this thing is definitely not just being slipped into the back pocket. Like this is for the most part an at-home handheld, or maybe if I'm going on a holiday or something, it's like a really small computer, I guess, but it's a massive handheld. So depends on what way you look at it. But yeah, I can't wait to play more on it. This thing's like almost a kilo. So like just hearing that on paper, I'm like, that sounds way too heavy. But for the most part, I'm just sat down where I'm on a chair or the couch or in bed. I put the kickstand down just like you would on the Switch 2, but it just sits on your lap. And you can take the sides off. It's got
Like beautiful.
the equivalent of Joy-Cons. I think they're called True Strike or some bullshit, whatever they're called. They're called Joy-Cons. I don't know. You can take them off and just play it like a Switch as well. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I've got a lot of games I want to play, and now that I put SteamOS on it as well, you can just you got that suspend mode, much like you do on Switch 2.
Yeah, big. It's a great feature.
Yeah, definitely. Because on Windows, like I had a Asus ROG Ally. I had one of those since launch, and I barely use it because if I need to put the handheld down, the battery is that bad. You can't put it to sleep, so it's just it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't really work. So
Okay.
I gave it a test just to see how it works on battery. I was playing Sonic Crossworlds Racing, and then I just put it on sleep mode, and I went off, did some things for a couple of hours, and I come back and I went down 1%. So I'm like, all right, fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted when
Pretty good.
I put Bazard on
Yeah.
this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some stuff. I've got all sorts of things I want to play. I've got like I said, I want to play something just bright and colorful. So I've got Marvel Cosmic Invasion loaded
Make
up.
the most of it.
I've got
Yep.
Sea of Stars. I've been wanting to play that for a while, but we'll see what I get to. But yeah,
Beautiful looking game too. So that would look really nice and schmick on that device, I'm sure.
yeah. So as far as my main lineup of handhelds go, the only non-OLED one's the Switch 2. So when's that going to get a OLED revision?
Not for a little while. I would have thought these revisions.
I hope not, to be honest.
I hope not.
I don't really want to turn around and get that.
Not next year. Maybe the year after. God.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, I got to say, I am really fussy when it comes to OLED, and it is Nintendo's fault. They're the ones who's like, you see the upgrade from the Switch OLED compared to the original. You're like, oh my god, it's night and day difference. But just in defense of the Switch 2's screen, it's a very good LCD screen. Like just
It's still very vivid.
yeah, definitely. Like you have these two next to each other. Like I can tell that it's not as bright and as contrasty, but yeah, still very good. So I guess I'll live potentially. Maybe I won't. Maybe it'll be that sets me over the edge.
Yeah, as long as you can suspend yourself as well, then you'll be fine.
That's right. I just need to suspend. The kids go,
Great.
Dad, I spilled my apple juice. What are you going to do about it? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to suspend my game. I'm going to clean it up. Instead of, I'm going to run my battery dead and I'm not going to play for the rest of the day. When I clean up your apple juice, don't waste your apple juice.
Yeah,
Kids.
your dad as well.
Yeah. So yeah, the tinkering continues. I will say though, I know like people listening to this and people in the Discord that listen, we'll be like, how many handhelds do you need? Like at one stage, I was getting a handheld every freaking week. I feel like I'm done. I feel like I am very content in like these ones specifically, like the 4 that I mentioned. I am, when I think about like another form factor or another sort of, a type of handheld, I'm like, these are the ones where I'm like, I absolutely love them. These are the ones that I want to reach for and play. Like they get me excited to play. So yeah, I feel like I'm good until the next one gets announced or shown. A new toy.
See how you go.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. See how long it lasts, everyone. Until the next one arrives in the mail.
Don't forget you got your Virtual Boy February as well.
I haven't pre-ordered that, Josh. Don't know. I'll get it eventually. I don't feel like I'll get it. Don't know.
Ah, okay. Thought you had. There you go.
No, I haven't. It's one of those things where I would like it just as like a display piece. Obviously, I'll play with it, but the amount of play I'll get out of it, I probably won't be doing it every Saturday night. Playing the Virtual Boy. So
Same, but
yeah.
just
So
experience it.
you've got like a wonderful room where you can display it with all your controls and everything. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't really have a spot for it, unfortunately.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's
Yeah,
my thing.
fair
Like,
enough.
I
Yeah.
don't really have a spot for it. Like, yeah. So yeah, like if I had like a games room or something, I'm like, oh, beautiful. I'll put the Virtual Boy up here. It'll be great. So I'm not too concerned about it. It's going to be available for years. I'll get one when I get around to it, but I'll have to come
That's
to your
fair enough.
place, and give it a go.
Fine.
Make my eyes bleed for 20
Fair.
minutes.
That's right. We'll go outside and do it as well. Experience it in a big wide open world.
I'll do it on the cheap. Actually, yeah, you can get those cardboard ones. They're like $30 or something, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah, that's right. If you want to play it on your Switch.
I'll just press my nose against the screen and play it. Just play it with the Switch right up against my nose. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how that works. Like, will it let you launch the game, or will the Virtual Boy
Yeah, I don't know.
click into the sides and actually like let the Switch know that it's in it or something? I don't know.
A failsafe or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, let's talk about the Game Awards, Josh. I don't want to go through everything. We'll be here forever, but I want to know what you thought of the announcements, the winners of the categories, all of that type of stuff. I probably caught the last third of the show just after work. Watched a bit of it. I caught up on the other announcements and things afterwards, but obviously Expedition 33 ran away with a lot of the awards. I think they only lost 2 of the awards that they were nominated for. And
Yeah, pretty amazing.
yeah, so they are now officially the most successful winners at the Game Awards. So, I mean, hats off to them. I mean, just every single time like an award was being read, it's just like a bunch of their team. They all dressed up like characters from the game, like
Yes.
in the French sort of get up. So every single time,
Yes.
it's just like panning to them. So I'm sure the cameraman just like probably just oh look, I'm just gonna point the camera here and I'm gonna go off and get a cup of tea or something. Won't even bother.
Honestly, yeah, correct. So yeah, they cleaned up, and I hope this game comes to Switch too eventually.
Yeah. Well, I'd be pretty confident that it would, to be honest with you. Like, it's one of those things now where they would have a bit of money behind them and all of that type of thing. So,
For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
I hope so. Will you give it a go if it comes to Switch 2? Or
Definitely more likely for sure. Yeah, I mean, I do own a PS5, and it is gathering dust at this rate. So I can just get it on there if I wanted to.
if you
But
want.
I'm playing my Switch. So I'm playing my Switch 2 most of the time. So definitely my console of choice.
Yeah. So I'm just looking here. As far as Nintendo goes, obviously Nintendo had Donkey Kong Bonanza nominated in a few categories, including Game of the Year. But they won Best Family Game with Donkey Kong Bonanza. And Mario Kart World won Best Sports/Racing Game. And I'm just going through now. I think that was Nintendo's. Yes, that was Nintendo's
That was it.
part of the Game Awards. And as far as first party announcements slash properties, I guess, there was like a little bit more of a Mario trailer, but it was barely anything to really note. It basically showed us a bit more footage after what happened with Bowser Jr. sort of getting to the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's Luigi just like kneeing Bowser Jr. in the face. and that was kind of it. That was
That Luigi knee. God
yeah,
damn.
yeah, good damn.
He drinks that calcium, that Luigi man. Good on him.
Yeah, maybe he needs a bit more though because he hurt his knee.
That's true. That's true. Probably needs a bit more.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more work to be done.
Yeah,
Not like me. I got big strong knees. I love sipping that milk, especially now we're doing the advent calendars. Josh, I go and get my advent calendar. I crack it open. I
yes.
have my chocky. I have one bit of milk. Oh, Dad's in heaven. I love it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Bloody,
Beautiful.
bloody beautiful, mate.
Uh,
But yeah, apart from that, we got some other third party announcements on Switch. I think one of the bigger ones would be. Hold on, let me put it up. Yeah, what's the Pragmata? So that's been announced for Switch 2,
yes.
coming out in
Yep.
April. And we're getting a Diana amiibo. So the little girl from the game is getting an amiibo. So Capcom seem to be doing a fair bit of custom amiibos with Nintendo. So pretty cool that they're Nintendo supporting them with allowing them to do amiibo and stuff like that. I see that there's a demo for it. I don't think it's on Switch 2, but I did notice that there was a Pragmata demo on Steam. So I honestly got no idea really what the game is. So I'd like to give it a go. I've been hearing about it forever. I think it was at the PlayStation 5 launch event or launch debut state of play thing. So it's been it's been a long time. So yeah, I didn't really expect that to come to Switch too, but pretty cool.
Yes, cool.
Yeah, what else? What else was there? Resident Evil got a trailer, but
Big
yeah,
Bowser.
Doug Bowser. Yeah, I didn't say anything with Doug
Yeah.
Bowser. What did he do?
Did did he accept the award for best family game?
Yeah, I think he did. I
I
remember.
think it's the last time official appearance probably of him in his current role.
Yeah, he's going to be retired, so that'll be last time as him as president of Nintendo of America. But this game looks pretty cool. The Free Shepherd. So I played a game last year all about like playing as a border collie, shepherding sheep, and I'm kind of all about this type of game. It's all because they're usually like very narrative and relaxing sort of experiences. So what's press start said about this game? As you would expect, you play as a dog who is shepherding sheep through what I only can assume is a post-apocalyptic world. It's out on PS5 and PC in June. Oh, no, sorry, not June. In 2027. So yeah, I'm interested in that game. Don't know, any game where like you're just like playing as a dog, I'm interested in, and a little bit close to home where you can shepherd some
Yeah.
sheep. So why not? I'll give that a go. But yeah, I think the things I was most excited by is like the brand new Tomb Raider games. So Tomb Raider: The Legacy of Atlantis, which is I don't know if it's a necessary remake, but it's definitely like more aligned with the original Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that next year, and a brand new sort of, I guess, modern Tomb Raider game, Tomb Raider Catalyst, comes out in 2027. So yeah, I'm very interested in those. I actually bought the Tomb Raider Survivor trilogy on Steam for $10. So
Oh, nice.
like Tomb Raider that came out in 2013. I loved that game. I loved it so much. It's one of my favorite games for a long time. Just I went back to it maybe a year or two ago. It doesn't it didn't hold up quite as I remembered it, just gameplay wise and all that. But
Yeah, okay.
when I did play
Interesting.
it felt great. Like the bow and arrow and everything, it felt so satisfying. So, but I never actually finished Rise, and I never played Shadow. So I would like to play those. I fell off Rise, and I did try to go back to that on my save from 10 years ago. I had no idea what I was doing. So I'll start it. I'll start again when I get there. But yeah.
Yeah.
Did they catch your attention at all? The Tomb Raider games?
No, they haven't, to be honest. So no, not really at the forefront of my mind. So there wasn't really a lot at the Game Awards that did. I mean, Fate of the Republic, um,
Mm,
just they announced that they're making the game, so that's going to be years away. And they do the whole thing to get people recruited onto the game. Um, but yeah, I don't like knowing about games so far in advance that you forget about it by the time it does arrive. So, um, yeah, new Mega Man next year might, you know, pique my interest, but I want to get into that series, but I haven't really. Pragmata though on the Switch too, that does maybe pique my interest. And the Capcom support of that. So yeah, keen to know a bit more about that one.
mm. Yeah, no, for sure. Um, I wonder if this might have caught your interest too. Bradley the Badger. Do you remember that? Remember seeing that game? So it's just reading this from Press Start.
No.
So bringing back 3D platforms in a big way, Bradley the Badger looks to take Bradley to all kinds of locales, including a cheekily named Badgerborn level. It's made by one of the directors who worked on the Mario Plus Rabbids games, and even
Yep.
and stars Even Peters. Wow. So this game looks pretty cool. It's basically
Yep.
like giving the player the power of like a game dev, and you're able to change things on the fly, and you're able to go into what looks like
Oh.
levels of existing games. So there was a Cyberpunk level, there was a Last of Us level. Yeah, it
Yep.
looked really cool. So yeah,
Cool.
this game isn't announced for Switch. I believe it's only Steam at the moment. But yeah, the game looked pretty cool, and it had like a moment where like the player like is pretty like comedic in some ways. He ripped off the VR helmet, and yeah, it was pretty cool. So yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to give that a
Yeah.
go
Nice.
whenever it comes out. I think it's coming out next year sometime. Um, but yeah, I mean, there were things like I looked at and I was interested in, but nothing of that got me like super excited necessarily.
Nah.
I think it was a pretty cool lead up to like you mentioned, announcing Mega Man Dual Override, but it kind of seemed like they're hyping it up so much. It would have been really cool to have it to be like, all right, this is a new moment for Mega Man, whether it's like a returning old series or something like that hasn't been around a long time, or it is like a proper, you know, push to make Mega Man like a big franchise for Capcom, whether it is like even if it was like a third person sort of more modern game type of thing. Don't get me wrong, I think like the 2D games are really cool, but yeah, I feel like they could have been it just sort of seemed a little bit overhyped for like what was shown, and considering like 2027,
Yep.
I'm like, man, that's a long wait. I'd rather just not know
Long
about
way
it.
away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Way too far in advance. It's just not. I don't know. Yeah. It's just and that's the bit I like about Nintendo Directs and those things is it's most of the time it's going to be within those 6 months, isn't it, that you get to play it? So not really that far.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because like the next Nintendo Direct, we're going to be expecting one like early February or something like that, which when they typically do it. But we know we'll be playing those games within like probably 8 months, if not sooner, like the first half of the year. Apart from obviously some games, but they push a little bit further. But yeah, it's like it wouldn't be as exciting if we knew like, oh, Nintendo Direct's going to be coming up. Oh, we're going to be playing these games within 3 years. It doesn't really have the
Yeah.
same effect.
No, that's right. Correct.
So yeah, we didn't expect Nintendo there like to be there, but do you think it's a missed opportunity for them, or do you think it's I guess
No. If you know they had a ad for Metroid, and so I think last year maybe they could have done something cool for Metroid, but again that was a year out from
Mm.
release, so it didn't really matter in a way. So and then Metroid comes out the week before the Game Awards here, so um they saw an ad for it, at least, so at least they know that that's the type of game to advertise at the Game Awards, because you definitely like to think that's a bit more of the clientele, but I think overall, they do their little thank you video on the ads throughout, and that's about it. So I think it makes sense, really.
yeah, so they want to hold their big stuff for their own events too, but
Yeah, and I'd rather they announce big stuff at their own events, except when it makes more sense to do it externally. And I think Metroid's probably the one exception that I agree with, where it could be better, more appealing to do it externally.
It'd be interesting to see if they just throw like Jeff Keighley a bone. It's like, oh, you can have the update to Rhythm Heaven, just like here's the release date for Rhythm Heaven, or just something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yep.
And
Our,
everyone,
our true horror game, Emio, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club 3, 4, or 3, whatever, 3 or 4. Yeah, take that.
yeah, yeah, that that'll that'll get like a standing ovation from you, like, oh,
Thank God.
you've done it, Jeff.
You know your target market. Jesus, about time.
Yeah, yeah. I do wonder just how many because millions of people watch the Game Awards. They get massive views from all
Yes.
sorts of gamers, from people that play across all sorts of genres and platforms and everything. I do wonder just what, like, surely there would be some benefit to Nintendo getting in front of those eyes, but I guess for the most part, Nintendo are
Yep.
big enough to just be like, look, you know where to find us. Like, you've heard of Mario. Like, if you want to play
Yeah,
it,
right.
you'll play it. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into the main topic, and this is inspired from Dolphin Pants. He asked us a few weeks ago what our favorite games are on each Nintendo console. So we thought it'd be fun to also do it for each portable Nintendo console, from the original Game Boy up to the 3DS. And Josh suggested a couple of weeks ago as well that we should try and guess each other's favorite game on each platform as well. So we'll do it again. It was a lot of fun, and
It was fun.
we didn't embarrass ourselves. We both guessed the same amount for each person. So can we do that
7.
again? I don't know. Not sure.
We will see.
We'll find out.
We will see.
So it is another one of those things where, like, Josh and I were at the age where we're big Pokemon fans. We love Pokemon. From and from Game Boy to 3DS, that is from when we were like little kids up to pretty much like early high school
Grew up with
for the
it.
Pokemon.
Grew up with it.
So this is very prominent time just to like do a Pokemon sweep. So, what I'm gonna do, Josh, if there is a game on a platform that I like just as much as a Pokemon game, I'll choose that. So that's what I'm doing.
So the non-Pokemon game.
Yeah.
It's
So
just as good as the Pokemon game. You're choosing the non.
yes. So like
Pokemon
if I love, like, oh look, I love this Zelda game, I love this Pokemon game just as much. They're both
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay.
I'll choose the non
Yep.
Pokemon game. So that's
Alright.
what I'm gonna do. Just try and diversify it a little bit. Obviously,
Yep.
there are some platforms where nothing stands up to my favorite Pokemon game. So, but yeah. So who should go first, Josh?
I can have a go at guessing yours.
Okay. Okay.
I think maybe this is tricky. All right. So we've got Game Boy and Game Boy Color are separate. We clarified that before the episode started. Then GBA, DS, then 3DS. All right. So we've got 2 easy ones here. So we got I feel Kid Icarus Uprising for 3DS. So I'm going to lock that one in. And then for the GBA, Pokemon Emerald, I'm going to lock that one in for you, Drew. So the others, I am a little bit not as confident on, but I think for the DS, I'm going to go with Pokemon Heart Gold / Soul Silver. We're okay with doing that slash in those
Yeah. Yeah.
situations?
It's like, no, I really like Heart Gold. You got to
Yours
choose
really
which
Soul
one.
Silver. Yeah. So I think that's going to be my next one for you. And then the issue now is I've got Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And so these are the ones you really grew up with. And so I don't know if there would have been another game for you that really sort of took you away. You mentioned Zelda. And so
Mm,
really good games on Zelda. You got Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, and they're Game Boy Color games. and then you've got potentially a Link Between Worlds on the 3DS. But I'm going to stick with Kid Icarus Uprising, and then it's definitely not Spirit Tracks or Phantom Hourglass for the DS. So, um, I think I am going to leave Pokemon Yellow in, and then I'm just going to put Zelda. I know it's Silver and Gold there, but I don't want to guess that twice. So I'm going to go Zelda Oracle of Ages Seasons in that. So Pokemon Yellow, Zelda Oracle of Ages Seasons, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, and then Kid Icarus Uprising. I'm going to go for them as my 5.
All right.
How have I done?
So for Game Boy, there was another game that I really love that wasn't Pokemon,
Really?
and that was Donkey Kong 94.
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
So I chose Donkey Kong
Of
94
course.
for Game Boy.
That's fair.
So I love that
Okay.
game. For Game Boy Color, like out of like the exclusive only Game Boy Color lineup, like there wasn't anything. So I guess it would just be Pokemon Crystal, just by default.
Yep.
Game Boy Advance, you nailed it. I think I talk about Emerald all the time. So yes. DS. I was thinking about this. There's a lot of amazing DS games, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver are like probably the best Pokemon games. So yeah, yep, nailed that one.
Yep.
And 3DS. Now this is where Pokemon, it isn't really up there for me as far as like my favorite games, and it is tricky because I love Kid Icarus Uprising. Link Between Worlds is phenomenal. Mario 3D World is fantastic as well. So for me, it was basically out of Kid Icarus Uprising or Link Between Worlds. But I think just the way I think about it, the way I talk about it, my feelings towards it, the fact that we never got another one, and that is the game. Yes, it is Kid Icarus Uprising.
Right. Very good. So I got 3 out of 5. Again, respectable enough. And I felt I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like I'm thinking about what I'm going to try and guess for yours. I don't really know if I know your like favorite handheld games and all of that. Like I sort of when I think of Josh, I think GameCube and Switch and all of that. I don't really
Yeah.
think I don't think Game Boy, and I don't think about these handhelds like straight away when it comes to you. So I don't know anything all that obvious to jump into.
Yeah, it's tricky. And then I think a lot of these I've come back to later on, especially the non-Pokemon ones. I've come back later and enjoyed these games on these systems, and they've then become my favorite games. And so that will make it tricky as well. So I don't envy. Yes, I think the list I've come up with, I'm even a bit like, that's a bit a bit tricky.
Yeah. So I'm just curious to ask this, just to paint the picture a little bit for me and the audience. So, like, what was your experience with DS and 3DS? Did you have them like the year they come out? Did you keep up with releases? How was your experience with DS and 3DS?
DS, yep, huge, yep. So I kept up with pretty much all of it. I would say I'm very core main games that got sold on the DS though. I never went into Hotel Dusk or the spin-offs, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So and it was not until later years. And so the 3DS not as much. There was that definitely came out at a time where I didn't get it straight away. But I got it when Nintendo were doing those great promotions, and it came with a discounted game. I can't remember what the game was. What was the game that they gave me for such a cheap? I got to download it, and it was so incredibly cheap.
Probably Mario Kart.
It was Animal Crossing New Leaf, and so I was able to get that for really cheap. So, that got me into it again. But yeah, again, I played the mainline stuff, and it wasn't until maybe maybe whilst the Switch had come out, that probably reignited my love for the 3DS as well because I wanted to play some other things as I went.
Mm. Cool. All
So
right.
that might help you a little, but yes.
Yeah. All right, let's start. So I'm going to jump around a little bit. I'm just thinking Game
Yep,
Boy Advance. I'm going to go Zero Mission, Metroid Zero Mission.
correct. Well done.
Nailed it. Cool, cool. And I'm just trying to like guess what platform is Pokemon. 'Cause that's the next thing. Like Game Boy. Like,
Yeah.
is Game Boy going to be red, blue, yellow, or like yeah, it's tough. Because then like your favorite Game Boy game might be Gold and Silver, and your favorite Game Boy Color game could be Crystal. Who knows? Um, then for it's tricky because like DS is probably Pokemon. That's like prime Pokemon age for you and I. I'm gonna go just Heart Gold Soul Silver for DS. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Uh,
Yep. Not gonna say anymore. I'll tell you later.
okay, okay. 3DS. I reckon. Are you a big Pokemon X and Y or Sun and Moon fan? You don't strike me as one of those. You don't strike me. You got taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know. Don't know. All right, so
Mm.
Game Boy. I know you're a massive Tetris fan, but I don't think you're a Game Boy Tetris man. You started on Tetris 99. That's where it sort of it
Yes.
captured
That's where I
you.
started.
So I don't think in that time you're like, all right, we need to go and pick up the Game Boy um, Tetris. Maybe on Nintendo Switch Online, there's the Game Boy Color Tetris as well. I don't know if it's called Tetris Deluxe, so I forgot what it is, but it's got a few more features. Maybe
There is that one. Yes. Yes.
maybe you're gotten into that one. Uh, yeah. All right, we'll do Game Boy Color. Should we do Crystal? I don't know. Yeah,
Crystal.
we'll do Crystal. Then Game Boy. We'll just go red, blue, yellow. And what am I missing? 3DS still. I feel like 3DS. This is where like just the options just expand because first party Nintendo was really strong on 3DS compared to DS, but just yeah, the third party was much stronger on DS. So it just depends on which way you want to go. Um, maybe a big link toward link between worlds fan. Maybe. Animal Crossing New Leaf. You mentioned you got it cheap, so that was the first game you got on 3DS. Maybe you really got
It
into it there.
was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't know. Yeah, we'll go Animal Crossing. I don't think that's right, but why not?
Okay.
Well, I think my real answer would be Zelda, like Link Between Worlds for that one, but lock in Animal Crossing.
All right. Cool. So, first one was Pokemon Yellow. So, yep, you got that correct. So, I got given a version to borrow as a kid. It did not have the front sticker on it. It was just a yellow cartridge with the sticker adhesive left on it. So, I got to play a whole bunch of Yellow. Fell in love with the series from that version onwards. Um, so for Game Boy Color, what did you go with in the end?
I just went Pokemon Crystal.
Crystal. So, you've gone. So I need to clarify with you here because you mentioned Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow in the one word, even though Yellow is in a way, like the ultimate version of that game, like Crystal is and Emerald. Um,
Oh,
I put
yeah,
Poke.
sorry. I just go Crystal because Crystal was a Game Boy Color game, whereas Gold and Silver were Game Boy games.
Yes. Okay. Um,
I
yes, I
think.
never played Crystal. I never played Crystal. I thought Pokemon Silver was a
Well,
Game Boy Color game.
yeah, they were too. Yeah, don't worry about me. Yeah, sorry. That's why I said Crystal because I remember the Crystal not work on an original Game Boy. I remember there was something different about it.
It might not. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
played it though.
it came in a
So
different cut. It came in a different type cartridge. It had like the Game Boy Color like lump on the top of it, whereas the other two didn't.
yeah,
That's where I was
okay.
getting
Yep.
confused.
Yes. So I got Crystal. Sorry, Silver was my answer.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're close. I don't know whether to give it to you or not.
Kind of. My thought was just
Yeah,
like the Johto games, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's
yeah.
up it's up to you.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I think
The,
you'd
the
be
the
pretty
only
lucky.
reason I just said Crystal, I would have said them all. But yeah, I just remembered the cartridge being different. So I'm like, oh, that's a Game
Yeah,
Boy Color
okay.
game and that's not. But yeah, it's just you couldn't play Crystal on like Game Boy hardware. But you could, yeah.
Because the silver cartridge for Pokemon Silver, it didn't have the lip bit at the top that stuck out.
Yeah.
It was inverted, wasn't it? So that meant you could play it on a Game Boy. Whereas I think, yeah, Crystal, it stuck out, and so if it
Hmm.
stuck out, you could never play it on the original Game Boy, could you? I believe. Um, all right. So yeah, Zero Mission was correct for GBA. I want to do a close shout out to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow though, because that is an amazing video game. But yeah, Zero Mission's probably just edges it. Um, and then you went Heart Gold for DS. And that is also correct. So I hate that I've done GB, Game Boy Color, and DS is effectively the same game, but I've just got such great core memories of those. Um, and especially because I played Pokemon Silver on the Game Boy Color, and then I got Heart Gold on DS. And so it was kind of like, okay, I got to play the slightly different version with a different Pokemon. So it felt different enough when I was doing it. So um, shout out to Animal Crossing Wild World though, because I played a lot of Wild World growing up, and that was a very fun Animal Crossing game. Um, and then the last one you haven't gotten because that wasn't Animal Crossing.
Mm.
I put down Metroid: Samus Returns.
Oh fuck! I
I
forgot. I
went,
forgot about that game. I was just
yeah,
like,
it came out so late, didn't it?
yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I was thinking about
Yeah,
I was thinking about like DS. I'm like, no, it's not Prime Hunters. And I'm like, for 3DS, like, it's crazy. I remember this beforehand, but it's like, it's not Federation Force, so it's not that. I remembered
yeah.
Federation Force. I didn't remember Samus Returns. That's
But
crazy.
not Samus Returns. Yep. So yeah,
Uh,
that came very late in the 3DS life, but for me that was an amazing game. Remaking that second one, I still really liked that one on the GB, but it's hard to play these days. So this was perfect remake for that. So you got 4 out of 5. You did pretty well.
yeah, not too
Pretty well.
bad. No,
Yeah, yeah,
I I was thinking like, yeah, Metroid Two did cross my head for Game Boy, but I'm like, because I remember you talking about it, and I remember you actually quite
yeah.
enjoying it. So I'm like, that's
Yes, yeah,
probably not that. So you're not that
yeah.
big a
Not
Metroid fan, Josh. You're not putting that at the
uh,
top of your your list.
no. There's definitely better structured games on the Game Boy. That's for sure. So yeah, that's a pretty good list. Done well.
Yeah. So, how many were Pokemon on each? Yeah, because
So I had 3, and you had
I had 3 as well.
yes, you did. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're able to shake off the Pokemon shackles for a little bit.
A little, yeah, yeah. And for me, if it wasn't Pokemon, it was Metroid. So
So going forward, is Pokemon going to be obviously, obviously we did the consoles last week, but is Pokemon near the top of your Switch list?
um, for favorite games,
Yeah.
no, no, not really. No.
No. Oh well.
Funny that's the ones we grew up with that were our favorites, and as we've gotten older, it's not the same, is it, Drew?
It's just not the same, Josh. Yeah.
It's not the same.
Nothing makes me feel older than like looking at like the old pixel art and being like, those were the days.
Yeah, man.
Nothing
Yeah,
makes me sound more like an
more
old
and more
man.
these days.
Oh,
Correct.
just yeah.
Mate,
Whenever we have
fucking
like
love
one of those whinge about Game Freak or whatever, it just makes me feel so old. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just whinging about this kid's game. uh, just play it,
That's
old
so good.
man, or shut up and get out. Let the kids
Yeah,
enjoy
correct.
it.
Correct. That's right. Not made for you anymore, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, buddy.
Mike.
You pay a mortgage. Get out of here. This is for the kids in primary school. All right, let's jump into the letterbox where you guys can write in the Discord. You can leave a letter or a message or a question or a comment, a concern, whatever you want to put in there. You can even put a message that we can read out. But We got a question from Zach. He says, "I imagine you may already do this, but would you be keen? But would be keen to see your Nintendo Music year in reviews next episode." So honestly, I probably wouldn't have done this. I, I've used Nintendo Music a little bit, but I don't think it will be anything too over the top. I think Josh has been tuning into a lot more Nintendo Music by the sounds of it when we talked about at the start of the episode. But we'll bring it up. So Josh,
Yeah.
you do yours first, and yeah. So what's your year in review in Nintendo Music? Because every app on your goddamn phone needs to tell you how your year's gone, even Nintendo Music now.
Yeah, well, I've had a great year with Nintendo Music. I really love this app. So kudos to Nintendo for bringing it out. And they've been they have been regular with the updates for lots of games. And the catalog's getting decent now, which is great. But also the normal Switch playtime year review that's getting held off till January, which is perfect because
Oh, I
I
didn't know that.
always wanted to know, what my full year was, and then I
Mm.
can review it after the year's happened. Too many of these year in reviews happen in December, and then it doesn't count to your December listing. So yeah, kudos to Nintendo for the main Switch 2 playtime. That's going to get held off until January. But
Nice.
for Nintendo Music, so I have an office job for those who don't know. So when I need to get stuff done, I can put on some headphones, I can listen to some music, knuckle down and do some deep work. And if I put the headphones on, people don't disturb me. So that's a big part of it as well. So I had 43 and a half hours of listening time to the Nintendo Music app, which after listening to a few people or seeing their screenshots in the Discord, I think I'm on the higher end of that. So um, a lot of like aquatic ambience from Donkey Kong Country,
Oh.
Talon Overworld from Metro Prime. The title theme from Wave Race 64 for those who listen to Nintendo Maniacs. That's the outro music for me. Chozo Ruins from Metro Prime, DK Island Swing from DK Country, Obsidian Fieldlands from Pokemon Legends Arceus,
Oh yeah.
and some more Donkey Kong, yeah, Metroid stuff as well. Pokemon Legends Arceus too. So, um, yeah, it tells you your month by month breakdown, which song was most popular when, um, popular soundtracks, playlists, and so forth. So, um, yeah, really fun little extra cool bit to review how you listen to your Nintendo music.
Cool. Yeah, I remember early in the year, I actually did listen to a little bit of it. So we'll see how we go. So I'm going to click on mine. I'm going to react to mine.
I have a few hours.
What was it 970 minutes? What the hell does that work out to be?
All right, so 15 hours and yeah, something.
Yeah. So
15 point something.
did yours say yours in hours or?
Hours, yeah, 43 hours, 31 minutes.
What am I saying? Minutes. That's strange.
You
So
got to hit a certain threshold, maybe.
yeah, yeah, it's a hell of a threshold though. Maybe have to be over a day or something. So my number one song was the Wii Menu channel. There's something just special about that music. I love just putting that on and chilling out to that.
Yeah, nice.
Got the player select music from Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Got the Nintendogs theme, Golden Sun
Yep.
theme. Uh, this song's a spoiler, so I won't say the name of it. But the last boss theme for Tears of the Kingdom, I had that. I
Yes.
listened to that so much. I'm surprised that's not number one. Because I remember, in the middle of the year when our sheep were lambing, I'd be driving around checking all of that, and I'd be like cranking that, just pumping myself up. I don't know. I just remember
nice.
that just before. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. Wave Flow Waters from Kirby Air Riders. The third
Yep.
trailer for the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. There's another one of those. Super Mario Galaxy
Yep.
2 credits, Break Free from Mario Odyssey, and a wild Pokemon battle from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Most played extended playback track was the Wii Menu channel at 120 minutes. So out of all those,
Nice.
be like a ninth essentially of all my playtime was just the Wii Menu music. Favorite playlists was just top tracks, all tracks, top tracks, top tracks. That was my favorite playlist. Really exciting. Most played soundtrack was Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom in the
Yep.
Wii channels, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Then number 4 was Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and number 5 Nintendogs. Must have been a bit nostalgic at some point of this year. Thanks for tuning
Mm,
in. Cool. So yeah, that was my year in Nintendo music that I can go
oh
and
yeah.
share with all my friends. Be like, hey, look, I listen to a lot of Wii menu channel music.
Hey, this is a safe space for everyone here. If you listen to that kind of stuff, you're in the right spot.
Yeah. So I just to go from the Wii menu theme to Last Boss Tears of the Kingdom theme. Just like just jumping between those. It's just like, yeah.
All over. Why not?
Drew,
Love
Drew's got a mental illness. Just he's up, he's down, he's up, he's down.
it.
Oh, well, there you go. Um, hold on, I think we got another question too. That just came in from Dolphin Pants. If you had to run a game and make top 50 times, what game are you running? Make the top 50 times. Yeah. So, Josh, what game would you like to speed run?
Mm,
I
yeah.
I always wanted to like do a speed run of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, just because it's a pretty basic game, and the speed running for that looks pretty interesting. It's like just all the different techniques and that they pulled off. I remember watching a few, just like whether it's on Twitch or like the whole playthrough on YouTube. I can't remember what all the tactics were now, but it looks pretty fun. So I think just one of those early Pokemon games. Um, it wasn't as speed run as say, but I did like a one sitting playthrough of Pokemon Yellow where I sat down and I played it on an emulator and all of that type of thing. So I was able to use speed up. So in real world time, I finished it in 5 hours. I didn't move off the couch. I didn't get up for a snack. I didn't have a toilet break. I didn't do anything. Everything from choosing my starter Pokemon to beating the Pokemon League and catching Mewtwo. I did it all in 5 hours with speed up. So yeah, I think it would be Pokemon for me. Just
But
like,
could you get into the top 50 though?
look,
No.
if I've got any chance, it would be that, I guess. Like Mario 64 and those games. It's like you need like a tremendous amount of like
You'd have to be
technical
very
skill,
good for
like
a
technical
big
skill.
game. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
like with
Yep.
Pokemon, like I think it's Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Like you've got to get like a very specific Mudkip. I can't remember whether it's like a certain nature or a certain amount of IVs, but they're just like constantly like soft resetting, making sure they're getting this Mudkip, and then they get it, and then they can just go through the rest of the game. And I don't know, there's like a little bit of luck, obviously a lot of skill to it, knowledge to know, but it's not like trying to pull off these very like specific glitches and all these things that you're doing in Mario 64. But yeah, I mean, outside of those Pokemon games, I don't really have too much interest in doing speed runs. Um, I'm just trying to find time to sit down and play a game, let alone all the practice and everything that's involved in a speed run.
Yeah.
But I think I'll just
Yep.
watch other people do it for my entertainment. But yeah,
Yep. That's fair. That is fair. And yeah, I think for me, like top 50 is hard, but I found a game that I really love that there's only 2 entries for, Drew. Any percent on speedrun.com. So if I submit my playthrough of Emio the Smiling Man, can become the third fastest person ever to have completed that game officially.
oh, so yeah, so that's the route you're going down. Just like what's a game that nobody's
Yeah.
playing. Yeah, that's a good
Yep. It
idea.
takes
Yeah.
just over an hour. An hour 5 minutes is the winner, and an hour 15 for second. If I get to 2 hours, Drew, that's fine for a speed run. That's great. Then
How
I
do you,
can submit it and get bronze medal right there. Thank you very much.
a speed run of that game must literally just be like just mashing the A button, getting through the dialogue.
It would be. Yeah, and I can follow that. I can do that. Yeah,
That's
I can do
amazing.
that. Yep. Yep. So should I just record it one time, submit it, and get a bronze podium finish there on speedrun.com?
Yeah, why not? Could you imagine
Why
like
not?
playing it for the first time like that? Like, look, I just want to beat the game. I just want to see the credits. I don't want to like I don't read
Yeah.
anything.
Yep.
You just like got to
Crazy. I want to
quickly.
watch their playthrough. I don't know how you can finish it in an hour 5, but obviously someone's done it.
Yeah, that'd be fascinating to watch. Just like somebody just Twitch
Yeah.
streaming it, just like because like it wouldn't be completely mindless because it'd be like, oh look, this part's coming up. You need to say this in this particular order, and there is the part of the game too where you can get that game over for saying the wrong thing, and you've got to put in a specific name and stuff like that. So yeah, you've got to know parts are coming up, things like that. So yeah, there'll still be like a bit of skill to it, just like knowing the whole game on the back of your hand, really. Just like, oh look, yeah, just and being able to do it super quick.
Oh, for sure. I could literally do a speed run, watch them do it, and just follow the same inputs they do.
Mm. You can also just like play it normally again, like 15 hours or whatever it takes you, and just submit that.
That's true. Yeah, it over 10 hours. I'm watching it right now, and he's just pressing A through everything, which is, I mean, obviously to be expected. So it's just like flashing black and white. Image, just A. But then now he's, okay, this is fascinating. What have you done, Dolphin Pants? I'm just like into a deep corner now.
Dolphin Pants in the
He knows
chat.
the exact inputs to do. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, there'll be a
Yeah.
bit to it. Like if it was just us, we'll be just
Yeah.
be pressing A and we hit the same option and be wrong and we'll be wasting time and
Yeah,
so,
we'll be able to keep up. Yeah. So
Dolphin Pants is in the chat. He said I saw a video of a guy who speed ran Wordle. So I mean that's still got some skill to it. I dare say.
like all of the Wordles, all the unlocked Wordles. Is that how that works? How does that?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, because interesting.
Mm. Yeah, no, we'll have to find a game that's like is literally just mashing the A button. See if we can speedrun that.
Yep.
Just like
Correct.
a visual novel that is just literally.
Yep.
Just no options, just like you're just reading it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like speedrunning a book. You're just you just flip through all the pages. Done.
All done.
I did it.
I did it. I enjoyed the game. I played the game.
Yeah, that's great. Great question, Dolphin Pants.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Josh, do you reckon that brings us to the end of the show? Appreciate it. We haven't talked about this. Are we going to record an episode next week? What's your availability? All that type of thing. What do you reckon?
Yes. Yep. Let's do one more for the year.
Cool. So yeah, we'll have a Christmas week episode next week. So join us for that. Whether live or on podcast services or on the VOD, wherever you want to check us out, we'll be there. But yeah, great episode, Josh. It's a lot of fun talking about all this stuff with you. And
Yeah, it was great. Enjoyed it.
I'll get it uploaded and I'm going to go to bed, I reckon. I would like to play a game, but don't think I've got it in me.
Bedtime.
Nighty night. Sweet dreams, Josh. Love you very much. And sweet dreams to all of you out there too. Really do appreciate it. Love you very much. But actually, speaking of Nintendo music, I better do put some music on. Any recommendations? What should we do? We've got a special release for Metroid Prime 4. We've got Mario Galaxy.
I mean, I'm always going to be for Metroid Prime 4, but yeah.
Put some Metroid Prime 4 on.
Yeah.
Any specific song? So we've got Fury Green.
Silux.
There is no option for Silux. We've got 7 tracks. We've got the Ice Belt Power on.
Caravex?
Yes, we've got Caravex.
Or Vault Forge.
Vault Forge. All right, Vault Forge it is. So, yes. Wait for that to load because... There we go.
Internet.
Yes, internet. There we go. We got it. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning to the show. Enjoy the music from Vault Forge from Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. But until next week,
Beyond.
the doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. Catch you later. The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.